Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats, and welcome back to Calm Down Level Up. Today we're here again in another little sort of off non-series video. We have the colonization mod on, what if the world was not colonized? And this mod is actually really fun, and it creates a lot of really cool scenarios. I did a stream on it yesterday, and we saw essentially Belgium and the Netherlands be the only countries to essentially dominate the entirety of Africa, which was really crazy to watch. But as you can see, they're already starting to do it. We have the German Reich gaining quite a few territories in Africa, and Belgium gaining quite a few territories in South America. Also Japan usually doing Australia and Papua New Guinea like they usually do. They also got New Zealand already too. That's nice. Italy is in Algeria and Saudi Arabia. I also have another mod on, colored puppets. It's gonna help us a little bit kind of see who really controls these territories. Because the AI likes to do this thing like they just did over here in Australia, Centralist Australia, where basically the AI will release their territory as a puppet if they gain it. So it sort of becomes a puppet of the country that colonized it. And I like to be able to see sort of which countries own these places. Eventually these will switch, like Brazil is a puppet of Belgium, and eventually Brazil will turn a close color to yellow gold like Belgium is, but it'll be slightly off, just so that we can tell that Brazil is a puppet of Belgium. But I think this mod generally does a pretty good job at doing this stuff. It creates fairly cool colonial borders. Colonial borders are never really that great, obviously, but you know, they can still look pretty cool, especially in Africa where all the states are already look colonial. But yeah, this should be a pretty fun video, I think. Japan they have dominated Indonesia already, and boom, they've formed Japanese East Indies. For some reason, this one will never change color. Whenever a country forms the blank East Indies, like the German East Indies or the Japanese East Indies, this never changes for some reason. But yeah, there's a few that probably shouldn't do colonies that are, you know, not really active in the game. Like Ireland can get colonies, but then let's say Ireland gets this huge territory in Africa and it sort of cuts off the south of Africa from the north of Africa. Then it kind of ruins the game unless Ireland gets involved, which it very rarely does. The Axis might do really well in Africa, actually, as they have huge territories over here. And of course, Italy has Algeria, and they'll probably start getting more. As you can see, Belgium has very heavily put a lot of time into South America. They have Brazil, they have Argentina, they have Bolivia, they have Colombia. They have a ton of territory down here. The only one that they don't have is French Paraguay and a couple British colonies like Venezuela, and then one over here in Peru. Whoa, look at this. Kingdom of Hungary declared war on Austria. If Hungary ends up doing that, that could be a little bit dangerous for them with Anschluss and everything. The Hungarians are being pushed back very hard against the Austrians, except these three divisions were now... Oh, nope, they've been uncircled? Yeah, they were saved. Hungary's in trouble. Their army, when they attacked, was undersupplied, and I think they were low on manpower. And Hungary was annexed. Wow. By Austria. That backfired very hard against Hungary, and now Hungary's gonna get brought into the Reich pretty soon here, right after Rhineland, probably. And hey, there's the Japanese war against China. But somehow, Britain still ended up with British Malaya, which is interesting. Oh. No, it's not British Malaya, it's French? So, British Malaya is a puppet of France? Ah, I see. Well, that's really dumb. And there it goes. Nationalist Spain was annexed. Just like I thought it would. A really quick thank you to my patrons. Everyone here, Foosh, Rodney, Samuel Bjornson, Jeremy Houston, and Infinitum Gamer. Thank you all for being awesome patrons, and if you would like to check out my Patreon to help support me and keep these videos coming, please check out the link in the description below. Thank you. Yep, and there it is. Hungary is now just a part of the Reich, just because of their highly dumb decision to attack Austria with the very low supply that they had. Germany's army is looking pretty good with 100 divisions. They've got almost 1 million in the field right now. If Czechoslovakia does actually refuse Rhineland, they'll have a much easier time invading them because they have the border with Slovakia, which doesn't have mountains on it, so it's a lot easier to cross. Oh, and they did it. The Czechs are not going to try to resist that one. And the Czechs just gave in. No war was needed. Slovakia was then puppeted, and the colored puppets did its thing. It looks very nice. and looks like it's actually under the Reich instead of independent. It's a really nice mod that makes everything look just a bit nicer. It's gotta be said though, South America looks quite disgusting. For some reason the colors aren't really changing down here. Siam joined the Mutual Assistance Bloc, and Japan declared war on Communist China. Okay, so there's two separate, I guess China First never formed up. And Guangxi is the one that has adopted all of China into it, which is interesting. So they will probably form China again, they'll just become China, but of course Li will be in charge of China instead of these other people. Oh wow, they declared war on Xinjiang too. They justified on them. It's justifying on tons of people. Japan declared war on Yunnan. It's actually manually justifying all these war goals. They're not coming from focuses or anything. It's now manually justifying on Djibouti Zanma as well for 10 days. It wants to invade everybody, I guess. Alright, Danziger War. Soviet Union declared war on Lithuania. Oh, wow. Oh, so that means the Soviets are going to be at war with Poland as well. I think, because they're in the same faction. Well, Poland's still only at war with Germany. This is Russia's chance to invade the East, except they're not claimed by Russia yet, so that is a problem. Now they're doing claims on Poland. Oh, Italy supplied 8 divisions to Finland. Oh wow, they landed smack dab in the capital, and it's gonna make it a lot harder for Russia to actually invade these guys. Whoa, and Finland, oh my god, Finland just joined the Axis right after Poland died, which means Germany is probably going to dive straight into the Comintern, going to dive straight into the Soviet Union once they get to the border, maybe. Italy joined Axis. Oh, German Reich declared war on Luxembourg, and Poland was puppeted. Oh, that looks terrible. Okay, the Allies are now, they're at war with the Allies now. Are they going to be at war with the Allies and Germany at the same time? Or, sorry, and Russia at the same time. That would be terrible. Please don't do that. So the whole Italian army is flooding to the eastern border because the Soviet Union is demanding eastern Poland. Germany, they're doing a good job, but they've got themselves in a really bad spot right now to where they're going to be at war with the Allies and the Comintern at the same time. Oh wow, Republican Spain joined Comintern. Belgium just joined the Allies because Germany declared war on Belgium. I guess that would be the right move here. You got to get through Belgium so that you can attack France. Oh, I didn't even realize that this was happening in the east. The Soviets are attacking, and the whole Italian army is going to get encircled over here. It's amazing that there are Brazilians down here fighting and defending Belgium, because Belgium is Brazil's colonial overlord now. So all of the Brazilian divisions are leaving Brazil. Oh, we're joining the Allies. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, did Switzerland... Germany, why? You're trying to kill yourself here, Germany. Now the French army is going to move into Switzerland and help defend. And Switzerland's going to be an unbreakable force. Also, the Brazilians have been navally invading Rome. And trying to take it out. So, there you go. There's that. Wait, why is Romania and Yugoslavia at war? The Kingdom of Romania Congress with Romania and Turkey they're at war with Yugoslavia and Italy, but not Germany. What's going on? What's even happening? Why? Oh, I would have thought I would never have seen the Turks and the Romanians working together to fight the Yugoslavians. Oh, now Germany's been called in against Romania, so they're probably dead, and we might even see Yugoslavia join the Axis, which would be, I guess, good for the Axis, you know. And there goes Greece winning against Italy in Albania. And just look at this, guys. Just admire this. They pulled it off again, boys. The Italians did. Our little spaghetti friends. Okay, Yugoslavia did join the Axis because the UK declared war on them. Oh my god, they have a naval invasion planned into Italy. They already did one. The Greeks, I guess, the Greeks and the Brazilians. I've never seen Greece successfully naval invade Italy before. Whoa, Yugoslav Confederation declared war on Yugoslavia. We also have Turkey that is in the Romanian faction, which is now at war with the Axis, invading Egypt. Oh, look at this. Japan. They won their war. Boom. Look at that. Japan annexed so much. Wow. Italy, for the most part, is just getting pummeled, except for over here, where they're actually doing pretty okay against the French. If France goes down, then the Axis might still have a chance. But it's looking like France is going to survive, because Italy's having a really hard time over here. They can't keep up a good assault if they have to keep coming over here and fixing stuff like this. It looks like Axis Yugoslavia is actually now beginning to win the war. They were losing against Allied Yugoslavia, but it's seeming to change now. Why has 3rd Guangxi clique been moved up here? And is this part of them too? Yes. They've just been moved north. All of this was annexed, and their country was just moved up here. Very interesting. I actually can't wait for this peace deal because I'm excited to see how much land Greece is going to get, and actually how much land Turkey's going to get. Tibet declared war on Bhutan. Oof. Really? The AI did that. Okay, the Greeks are leading a naval invasion into Sicily, and it is working. The Greeks captured Palermo. It's just going to keep getting worse for Italy as time goes on. But it looks like the Greeks are actually in a bit of trouble in their own homeland as well. The Italian army is regaining traction over here after the Allied Yugoslavia died. And they're invading down into Greece instead of trying to naval invade and failing. The Soviets are coming, and they're coming in large numbers. And the Germans can't hold them back. It's just way too much. Berlin is right on the border there. Also, the French have pushed past the border a bit, and the Swiss. Although it looks like the Italians are starting to catch up to the Swiss. Maybe? Guys, I swear to God, I am not helping the AI at all do anything. This is all done by the AI themselves. Greece has invaded Sicily, and it's looking like it's going to take over the whole thing. These Italian divisions are really low on supply. I think it's probably manpower. Whereas the Greek manpower is actually continuing to rise. This is the faction map mode. This game's actually turned out to be really cool. And I still don't really know who's going to come out on top. It's probably not going to be the Axis. But are the Comintern and allies at war? No, they're not. Wow, the entirety of South America is all allies. Except for Chile, which still hasn't been colonized yet. Okay, all of a sudden, the Germans have regained tons of land and are pushing the Soviets straight back out of Poland. Also, there goes Romania. And, wow. Oh, look at that. So, oh, okay, Turkey's gone. It's gone. They had a chance. They didn't win. Turkey's just annexed. Romania's annexed. So the Romanian faction is completely just gone now. Italy got quite a bit of it. I'm sure that they're happy about that. This is dangerous for Greece, though. Their invasion of Sicily has gone very spectacularly well. Where did the Soviets go? It seems like all their divisions did die, I guess. 73 divisions now. And the Caucasus now are vulnerable to capture by these Italian and German divisions. Joseph Stalin's in trouble. His divisions count is still going down. He's down to 69 divisions now, and he's losing factories too. He hasn't got his manpower back yet. Come on, let's see that Soviet manpower. You have all of your original land still, for the most part, Stalin. You're still technically in the green a little bit here. How are you at 0 manpower? You're on volunteer only. Italy is having a hard time. Look at all of these naval invasions that they're having to deal with mostly from Republican Spain, actually. Italy's having the same problem that Russia's having right now. No manpower. Their divisions are very poor. Look at this one. 3% average strength. It looks like almost all of the AI is refusing to upgrade their manpower, except for Germany just did it. Germany's doing good against the Soviets now, though. They're regaining Poland, and they're pushing towards Estonia. The Caucasus are also falling, which is going to hurt the Soviets pretty badly. Their ability to build tanks and everything. Also, Naples has been under Allied control for a little while now. Looking at a faction map, the Axis holds a ton of territory from... So Italy finally actually capitulated Switzerland, although they still control some land. All their divisions are dead now. But look at Italy right now. They actually recaptured Palermo and Sicily, and Greece has now capitulated to the Germans. But look at this massive naval invasion. Guess who controls this, by the way? Brazil. And Milan is now the capital. Italy's having a really hard time. I'd be surprised if they are able to recapture everything. I think it's going to be up to Germany to finish over here in the western front, or sorry, the eastern front, where they've actually captured Moscow and the Caucasus, and now they're almost at Stalingrad. They've also gotten Leningrad back, and they're liberating Finland. Stalin's on his way out right now. They have actually pretty low stability. They'll capitulate when they have 20% or less. But what I was saying was, once the eastern front's actually finished over here, all these divisions are going to rush back over to the Western Front, and I think the Axis might have a chance if they're able to clean up the East fairly quickly. Obviously, Italy's in trouble, and Italy wasn't really helping that much anyways, although they do have a lot of divisions over here helping in the East, and they do have a lot of divisions that are sort of holding back the Allies over here. France has 0 manpower as well, so they have a very low division count, 35. The French divisions aren't really going to put up that much of a fight when the German ones come and challenge them. Okay, it's finally over with the East. Soviet Union just capitulated. Not very much equipment was even captured. Now all these divisions can come home. As you can see, they got all the way out here. They had to capture a lot of little towns. But now they can finally get over here, reinforce the West, and possibly win the war. Also, we have Japan pretty successfully invading British Raj, which is going to distract quite a lot of the Allies' troops over to Asia. What happened, Italy? You're back? The Greeks are still making little invasions on you here and there, but for the most part, you're back. Your divisions are not back. Your divisions are still terrible. And here we go. Here's a major peace deal. The new Mongol Empire, Nationalist Spain were both puppeted. Soviet Union was completely annexed, and Germany took all 135 states. So that was, of course, the peace deal with the Comintern. And look at this Japanese invasion of the Allies over here in British Raj. That is incredible. Rest in peace. And the entirety of Europe has been, for the most part, cleaned up, except for the coast of Yugoslavia, which is a major stronghold for the Allies over here for some reason. I'm not sure why that's happening. But thank you very much for watching, guys. We're going to end this one here. This is pretty much a definite Axis victory, but I'm not going to wait around for the Axis to go over and invade the Americas or anything to finish the war off. But thank you very much for watching. If you like this, make sure to hit like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys are new. And I will see you guys all next time. Peace.